a second chance?
Didn't see you there. It doesn't matter. You can't see me. I'm undressed and I'm trying to zip up my dress, but it's getting stuck. Can somebody help me? I'm Shirley-May. Welcome back to the podcast. Turn off my mic, Jeremy.
And your co-host who is single-handedly responsible for all the Morbius memes and the second running of said derelict of a film, Valak! Wait a minute. That was you?
There's a lot of things Valak's done that have been unspeakable monstrosities that cover not only the mortal hell world, but ours as well. Welcome back to Updates for Hell. We're a podcast where we're talking about hell. What the hell else you think we're talking about? Garden of Eden?
Does this look like... I don't have a witty thing to say about heaven, the Garden of Eden, or anything that revolves around holiness, cleanliness, or even worse, heterosexualness. Yeah.
Wait a second, I'm more bi. But anyway, Updates for Hell is a podcast bringing news from hell to you, mortal Hellflames. Our motto is Valak or Jeremy. Who would like to say this time?
Oh, sorry, I turned off his mic for a second. The more you know before you go.
That was the most enthusiasm you could muster. Are you freaking kidding me? That was worse than when I found out I was a female and had titties.
There we go, the more you... Oh, that's right, you and I are going to spend a little quality time together after this podcast, Jeremy. But anyways, we are so happy to have you here and to answer all of your questions that we do answer to the best of our abilities, which most of the time is just a high C+. But anyways, welcome, because today we have one of our favorite recurring guests. This is not a favorite recurring guest, Shirley-May.
I'm gonna ignore that for a second. We're talking about the rules of hell today because if you're gonna come down here, you might as well learn the immediate consequences to our very selective and totally not biased rule system in today's episode. The rules. Get it? What? Why is this guest our guest, Jeremy? What the hell did you do?
I'm sorry. Why are we having two crappy guests back to back, Jeremy?
Because somebody decided to spend our appearance fee money on a llama farm, sir.
I thought they were alpacas. Are you lying to me this time? Damn it, Valak.
Hey, you listen here. Those llamas will pay for themselves.
I'm gonna murder you. So today we have our beautiful... it's our guest, Assistant CEO Paimon Cassius. God knows why you're back down here. We could not get our CEO to give us any more of his time, unfortunately, so... we had one of his sons. Why did we not get the other one?
Yeah, because, geez, it's not like our king has anything better to do. Oh, wait, there, you're saying the monarchistic terms again. And Lord knows that assistant CEO, Prince Heisenberg can't do it either. Oh, hello, assistant CEO, hi, Paimon.
I think it's Mr. Cassius. Hi, Mr. Cassius. Welcome to Updates for Hell, a podcast where we talk about hell to these mortal hellflames.
I know. You've had me on here before when we were talking about the Pride Hostel. Shirley-May, Valak, Jeremy.
God, he thinks Jeremy's part of us.
Oh God, he knows my name.
You should be so blessed. Welcome, Paimon. Welcome to our podcast once again. Oh wait, we never had you on here before, right?
I'm just gonna sit down. I'm gonna start Really? What is this? Just frosted forks?
Frosted fork? Oh, that's water. Do you not like water? What, you want sparkling water instead? Listen, we're 4 minutes into this episode. We gotta have some questions for these Hellflames, Mr. Cassius. So if you could not complain about our snacks for 2 episodes in a row, that would be just freaking fantastic.
So yeah, let's get down to the questions. Please have a seat. I insist. Actually, I command you to have a seat, Mr. Cassius.
Neither one of you are cute. You're both ugly.
Let's start off these. How dare you? I'm a beautiful, wonderful, gorgeous woman. So our very first question, Lord Prince Assistant CEO, Mr. Paimon Cassius, what are the rules and what is the document called?
Yes, what are they called, you Cassius?
The rules are called the 10 Commandments, and yes, that is a slight and an insult to the All-Mother and her commandments.
So, Mr. Paimon Cassius, what exactly are the 10 Commandments? And let's go ahead and talk about the very first one, since our Mortal Hellflames would love to know what kind of ridiculous rules that are totally not biased and for the for the royal family we have. They're really bad, I promise you.
Yes, let's hear all about these completely fair rules that do not impact certain groups negatively and others positively and are completely and utterly unbiased. Please, let's get into it.
Equality! The first commandment is never go on Hellflame Land or Earth ever.
It's actually pronounced Earth, Paimon Cassius.
Then why is there an E in it?
Because to say Earth, you need an E, you freaking... So, never go on Hellflame Land. We go on Hellflame Land a lot. Is that not supposed to be a thing?
Let me put it to you like this. First of all, if you break any of these commandments, my father will reincarnate you into a flatworm. And that's only for now, by the way. He's done other things before, and he's starting to get bored of flatworms. So take that as you will.
See, I heard your brother talk about it one time. That one's so important is because we're not allowed to do contracts with people anymore because we were messing up and angels are being sent down to Earth to eradicate us. Can you elaborate on that situation and why it's a rule now?
Yeah, so about that, you ever hear of people ruining a good thing for everybody else? We used to have these things called devil deals where we would literally just go up there and make a deal with a human. They give us their soul, we do something for them. The problem is that devils would cheat the other person out of deals and they would pray to the All-Mother from down here. The All-Mother would hear it. She started getting mad knowing we were up there. So now it's extremely dangerous to go onto Earth. And if you go up there, you do risk complete annihilation. Also, really? Taking advantage of Hellflames? Don't they have it bad enough up there without dealing with your bullshit?
I mean, you're not wrong. So does that bleed into the second commandment, which is...
Ah, yes. The second commandment. No possession, hauntings, or other BS that involve pissing off her... Hold on, it hurts me to say this word because it's so derogatory towards women. Her holy bitchiness! And the mortally challenged vagabond she loves so much. Ooh.
Yes, the ooh is after Hellflames. It does count.
Hellflames sounds, that's yes.
Valak, if you ever touch my microphone the way you just did, I will personally hurt you and everybody else you love, including your brother.
If you ever put your filthy, dick-holding hands on my brother's sis, I can't even say your name, your threat pissed me off so much.
So, Mr. Paimon Cassius, hauntings and other BS names, what does that involve? That involves going up there and like just messing with the Hellflames in general, right? Don't come near me, Valak, I swear.
Yes. First of all, I'm looking at you, Valak. Disgusting. Second of all, yes, that is what it involves. Possession is exactly what it sounds like. You take control of a human body and walk around like it's some kind of weird skin suit. It sounds disgusting, I know. Hauntings are the kind of stuff that Scooby-Doo and the gang solve. You don't want to do any of that stuff because if the angels don't find you, my dad will find out. You will become a flatworm. You don't want to be a flatworm, Hellflames. Trust me, you don't.
Yeah, the flatworms aren't really that cute anymore. They used to be kind of a little bit more endearing than they are now, but hey, here we are. So our third rule, I'm going to go ahead and read it because why not? I want to discuss it. Do not disobey or disrespect heads of the hostels. Well, you're head of the hostel. We've been disrespecting the shit out of you. So, is that really a rule or is that more like how do you say it?
A humble request from our dear CEO/king/monarch/ruler/dictator for life/ oh, I'm making you mad. I can see the base of your forehead popping out, Mr. Paimon Cassius. Man, I don't feel like a flatworm, though.
It's sad it skips a generation turning people into flatworms.
If only I was so blessed. But no, here's the thing. You sending off childish insults and not respecting my position the way you are, that's small potatoes. No, that's not how you break the commandment. Disrespecting or disobeying would be if I told you both to do something and you outright refuse. I haven't told you to do anything so far, so you're safe in that regard. And as for disrespecting, that would be if you try to, I don't know, take my hostel from me. Yeah, I can tell by your facial expression that your pants just got a lot heavier.
Wouldn't that be considered usurping? But I get you. I guess that is technically disrespectful because you're like, oh, this is my castle. Somebody's like, huh, bitch slap! That ain't your castle anymore. That's my castle. So I understand where that's coming from. I can get behind that. Though I don't really get behind a lot. Mostly people get behind me, if you know what I mean. Woo!
Anal is a sin. Here, I'm gonna read the next one because if Shirley-May can do it, then I should do it. Equality for men and women, you damn feminist dictator. No worship or reverence the All-Mother allowed. Yeah, there's a car parked outside for Sherlock.
I'm pretty sure it's running for a lot of us, but that sounds more like we're not gonna do that anyway because the All-Mother's a bitch.
Yeah, that rule applies more to Hellflames that first come here than they say something like, oh, please, God help me, or praise Jesus, I know I'll be forgiven. It's Judas, not Jesus, Hellflames. But anyways, that's just because my father has a very fragile ego, and he doesn't really like to hear his sister / my aunt's name.
That's fair. I don't like hearing her name either. She's, a massive, prude.
An absolute prude is right. What kind of monster doesn't allow somebody to eat pork on Sundays or not celebrate the Sabbath or not want to get presents on Christmas? Oh wait, that's only one denomination and y'all are boring as
Who the hell's not getting presents on Mephisto Day? That's just absolutely ridiculous. Oh yeah, our Christmas is Mephisto because he's our CEO, king, all loving, all hating. Okay, anyway, next one. Thou shalt shut the up when the king is slashed out for CEO is talking, even if they interrupt you. They? Really? He's a guy.
It's because one day the CEO will step down and let a new one take over. Now, granted, I don't know who it will be. I think I know who it will be, but I hope that Father's a little smarter than that and decides not to do something like that. But again, we'll see. And one day we will have someone who is non-binary. I hope.
Why don't you just make Coda in charge then? Are you gonna make yourself in charge? Because I thought you identify as a man, as a male, as a guy.
I do identify as a male, Shirley-May. It's simply a precaution in the event that we do ever have a non-binary CEO. Now, anyways, on to the next rule. Commandment, I forget the number, so I'm just gonna read it. There are no more fudge stripe cookies. They all belong to CEO Nama. Shut up about them. I'm actually gonna agree. Don't ever try to take the fudge stripe cookies away from Mom. She will. She can be scarier than Dad sometimes.
Just be aware, you will not have fudge stripe cookies down here, and if you are caught eating them, you are gonna be immediately reincarnated, and it won't be as a flatworm. It'll be as something horrendous. It'll be like a dwarf hamster with a 3-year-old kid as your caretaker. You don't want that.
Jesus Christ, how horrifying.
Even Valak hates it, and that's saying a lot. So just, that rule stays, y'all. And it's rule number 6. So, Valak, you want to read rule number 7?
Oh, right, pleasure. If rules are broken, judgment is given by the current CEO, I would say king, up to and including immediate reincarnation as anything. Ooh, there's a sub-clause. Yes, Jerry, that includes the shit you stepped on last week.
I understand that one. The king is basically the jury, judge, and executioner, and if something happens, you're going down. The CEO is going to go ahead and make sure you're reincarnated as whatever the hell he wants to reincarnate you as. And that does include Queen Nama, because she is... Stop giving me the look, Paimon. I'm trying to talk real fast, because she's a CEO too. So I understand when we're scratching out the king, but do we have 2 rulers technically then?
My father is the supreme leader of hell. My mother does have a voice, and she does make her opinions heard, and it does influence hell. Now, it is a patriarchy, unfortunately, but my mom is slowly but surely working to fix that, and they are almost equal. Even though they should be more equal, and she should be a little higher than him because men ruin everything.
Well, not everything, just more like, about 85% of everything. Oh, well, the next rule was something that was actually added to by our very own assistant CEO, Paimon, right here, so it's bound to be crap, but hey, here we are. So if all pronouns will be respected, regardless of whether you think they're valid or not. Want to be an a-hole? Get used to the taste of shit then. Are you really going to beat people up for not using pronouns?
Okay, here's the thing. I understand that everyone has a different belief. You know, there are certain religions that tell you shouldn't accept that. There are certain ideologies and philosophies that tell you it's harmful to society or it's degeneration or something like that. But here's the thing. Are you really going to go up to someone who tells you ahead of time, I don't identify by these pronouns, and go out of your way to deliberately avoid using them? Really? Because you don't want to use them? Hey, well, guess what? Maybe instead of calling you Ted, I should call you Maria. Wait, you don't like that? Well then, maybe you should apply that to the people whose pronouns you're blatantly disrespecting because of some outdated archaic belief you have. Thank you, come again, piss off.
You know what? I actually agree with you, Assistant CEO. It wasn't really that much of a problem because, to be fair, devils don't really care about pronouns down here. We don't really have a gender. Like, I think we've discussed this before in one of the earlier episodes, but when Hellflames started coming down here and being super disrespectful, that's when we had to change the rules. And I'm actually totally for that, even though I do want to make fun of you for it. It is a really good rule. I teach us Hellflames to shut the hell up and piss off. So, yeah, I agree.
Aw, it's so sweet how inclusive we are, but enough of that gay shit. Here we go. Last one. All sinners will serve out their sentence, and no other lord, i.e. Assistant CEO. God damn, my son is such a... Sir, I can't write that down. You right, you puss! Can infringe or interfere with other hostels and their sinners!
Valak, I know you're excited for it to be ending, but unfortunately that wasn't the last one. Let me go ahead and say that right now. And second off, can infringe or interfere with other hostels? What does that mean exactly?
What do you think, Shirley-May, are you... That's offensive towards women, I can't say that. It means that if you are in charge of greed, you can't take a sinner from lust because you found out they had more greed in their file than lust. If they're assigned to a hostel, then they will serve out their sentence in that hostel. There's no trades, there's no transfers or anything like that. And if you do try to do that, then my dad will get angry. He will come off his throne and he will come to your home and beat you with his patented laser spankings.
And that kind of sounds hot, not gonna lie. Okay, no, I understand. So other hostel leaders can't interfere with your hostile dealings. So if Rosaria comes up and starts talking to you and you're like, whoa, you can't take this stuff, you can't do this, she has to respect the fact that she's on your land or your property or your sin hostile thing.
Long live the sellers! Manifest destiny!
You are the most disgusting techno-devil. No, you are the most disgusting No. You are a level of depravity that even my father can't reach.
Oh wow, that was a scathing comment, Assistant CEO Paimon Cassius. Do it again.
You're welcome, Mr. Cassius. I am so glad I was able to fill you with a sense of disgust. Looks like you'll be skipping lunch today. That's good. You're starting to pack a few pounds around the midsection.
I'm going to hurt you. Horribly.
So our last rule we're discussing now, there is no contact in the Hellflame land to make someone die quicker or tempt them into sin so they end up in hell. You'll just end up there on your own anyway without our help. What do you need us for?
Yeah, apparently there was someone here who tried to start up a business or something that involved killing people up there so they'd come down here faster, and my father immediately put a stop to that and then made this commandment because, look, I mean this with all the love and respect in the world, Hellflames. You're all going to die someday, and 90% of you or more are going to come here. We don't need to speed anything up all there. You all get what's coming to you eventually.
So Assistant Paimon Cassius, or Assistant CEO, sorry, who makes the rules and who exactly enforces the rules?
Shirley-May, you ignorant! It's clear who makes these rules. Santa Claus!
I'm literally gonna murder you if you keep talking like that, Valak.
I will literally respawn in my bed the next day and you will have wasted precious time and energy on a fruitless endeavor, kinda like your love life.
I'm putting an end to that now. My father makes the rules, and everyone is expected to enforce them. If you see a Hellflame or a devil breaking one of these rules, it is your moral and civic duty to report it. Snitches get rewarded down here. They don't get stitches.
And they'll get stitches if they talk about my family and try to get me in trouble because I'll beat the... Oh my gosh, look at that. We still have time. So, Prince Paimon, CEO, god damn it, are any more rules being added lately?
My father has the opinion that he will add more rules as, quote, you douchebags keep finding new ways to, upset the delicate balance between earth, heaven, and hell.
That seems fair enough. What do you think, Valak?
Boring! Rules are for losers!
Okay, obviously, you just are... Jeremy, you have any insightful things to say? Because apparently you're part of us now.
I mean, if there's one thing I could say, it's, do we really have to go to hell for insurance fraud? I mean, look, bro, I was just trying to pay off my college tuition, okay? I don't think I deserve to go to hell just because I needed money.
Well, maybe you should have thought of that before you decided to go to college, Jeremy.
Ow, that was... Whew. Anyway, listeners, it looks like we are all out of time for this section of the podcast. Thank you so much for coming here, Assistant CEO Paimon Cassius, and you might be coming back again. Jeremy, why the hell are we inviting him back again?
Llama farm. Oh wait, we have another farm. A python farm, sir.
I'm gonna murder my co-host. So, Hellflames, thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode. Really appreciate it.
And I appreciate you as well, Hellflames. It is thanks to your viewership and contributions that I am able to have my dream of multiple farms for animals I will neglect and will allow free after I've grown bored of them.
Remember to tune in for our new episodes every week, should be. We are always looking for more questions, more factors, and more suggestions. So go ahead and tell us your words over on our Twitter at Updates for Hell. And as always, Hellflames.
Oh, right, that's me. Be sure to like, follow, subscribe, share with your friends, and make sure that everyone is talking about Updates for Hell. Yes, even your grandmother and your aunt, your uncle, your dog, even that imaginary friend in your closet. Oh, I might have triggered someone with that. Make sure to follow us at Updates for Hell on Twitter, Hellflames.
What is wrong with you? It is the more you know.
The more you go, Hellflames. Remember about that imaginary friend in your closet.
You know what? No, I can't. Goodbye, Hellflames. I hope you all live very good lives, and some of you get to go somewhere where you won't have to be exposed to
This thing.
Goodbye, and I hope I don't have to see you at least for a week. I'm gonna go off and take some Xanax or something.
Xanax is technically a sin. Jeremy, if you don't turn my mic off right now, I swear to the Lord, I'm gonna...
Ma'am, I would be a lot easier if I didn't have to come over there and manually do it since Valak got rid of the remotes in order to adjust them manually on the fly.
Oh, pshaw, you needed to lose some weight anyways, Jeremy. It's good you're walking back and forth.
Bye, y'all. Bye, Hellflames. It might just be one host by the time you come back. Get the hell over here. I'm gonna kill you.
Oh no, get off of me, you